Alright, just stay like that while I'm talking to you. Okay, so when I tell you to, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps. Each step you take, you're going to touch your heel to your toe, and you're going to count each step. 1, 2, ma'am. Just stand with the right foot in front of your left foot, please. Ma'am, I need you to stand with your right foot in front of your left foot.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Absolutely, go ahead. What was the question?
I wanted to know if Director Shea.
What does Director Shea have to do with anything right now?
Well, because I can see that you're looking for something that isn't there.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome back to Legal Dissent, where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. Today we evaluate the body cam footage of police officers in Jersey City, New Jersey, as they arrest Democratic State Senator Sandra Cunningham for allegedly driving while intoxicated back in March of this year. This video was submitted by a subscriber for us to evaluate field sobriety tests and what they might mean in a criminal investigation for DWI cases. As always, the links to the original video, case law, statutes, and contact information of the law enforcement agency involved is included in the description below. Senator Cunningham was driving her 2013 Infiniti down Culver Street in Jersey City around 10 a.m. on March 4th when she collided with 2 parked cars, which she described to police later on as a snowbank. Police body cam footage was released just a few days ago as they undergo a field sobriety test.
Come on this side. Yeah, she said she was driving. She went to make the turn and the car just went into the car. Sir, you have your license and registration and insurance? And do you need any medical attention?
I don't think so, but...
Okay. Your license is right here.
It's right here.
Yeah. So I need you to take it out of your phone. Have you had anything to drink today? No? Is there a reason why you're swaying and you have slurred speech and then you're having difficulty to perform basic directions?
Probably because I'm very cold.
You're very cold? Okay.
I'm very cold.
Alright, well, we're going to have someone respond here and perform a field sobriety test to determine, see if you're impaired, okay?
So I'd like to start off by reminding everyone that we live in a country where the governing rule of all criminal cases is that you are innocent until proven guilty. I always like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt until there is no doubt remaining. There was an obvious accident here, and the officers are well within their legal obligations to investigate the cause of the accident and to inquire into her state of mind, which would include potential substance abuse. In this case, the senator is having a difficult time locating her license, which is clearly displayed in the front slide pocket of her phone case. Now, in her defense, people who are in an accident and are being confronted by the police are typically extremely anxious, and this is a situation in which even the most hardy individual can easily forget things that would seem obvious to most people that are not being emotionally tested. Is it great for her case that she is fumbling through a giant stack of cards before being shown where her license is? No, not really, but it's not proof that she's drunk either. On to the next point, the potential swaying and slurred speech. She is certainly swaying more than the others in the video. Cunningham is also a 70-year-old woman, and the feedback from the wind implies that there's a fairly strong breeze present at this time. The slurred speech theoretically could be caused by the mask that she is wearing, and it is extremely difficult to hear what she is saying. Her defense is that it's cold. March in New Jersey usually is cold, and the low temperatures coupled with the wind would make it relatively cold for most people that in combination of the high pressure situation could affect someone's motor skills and speech pattern. However, the best case scenario for her is that, to myself, not a medical expert by any stretch of the imagination, she does appear extremely groggy and not quite all there. So I completely understand the officer's line of questioning and the need for further investigation, which leads us to the field sobriety test.
Do you have any medical conditions or anything like that?
No.
No problems?
I know of.
Not that you know of? Okay.
I know. I'm jumping in here really quickly, but I have to point out a few things. First, there's very little reason for you to take a field sobriety test if you're in this position. These tests are designed to make you look drunk even if you're not. Second, the officer is supposed to ask before conducting a field sobriety test if the participant has any medical conditions. If you are just in an accident, the right answer is almost always yes. If you are taking prescription medication, the answer is yes. If you have back issues, feet issues, balance issues, if you are 70 years old, the answer is almost always yes. The senator answering no, not that I'm aware of, weakens her defense that she was on prescription drugs or suffering from some other ailment that would make successful completion of the test reasonably difficult.
So just do me a favor, just step right here. I don't want you stepping on any cracks or anything like that. Just step right here in this box. If you can, just put your feet together and your hands down by your side. All right, when I tell you to, you're gonna pick which leg, right or left leg. It's your choice. I'm not telling you to do either one. What I want you to do is I want you to pick either leg you choose. I want you to pick your foot up approximately 6 inches off the ground. Keep your foot parallel to the ground, and I want you to look down at your toes and count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Hold on. I'm going to demonstrate for you. I just need you to stand with your feet together, hands down by your side until I'm done telling you, okay?
I'm a little shaky.
No problem. So when I tell you to, you'll raise your foot approximately 6 inches off the ground. You look down at your toes. You're going to count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and 3 1,000, and so forth till I tell you to stop. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate for you, so watch me. When I tell you to, I'm going to raise my right foot for demonstration purposes. You can raise your right or left, it doesn't matter. I just need you to stand with your feet together, hands down by your side. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to raise my right foot. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, and so forth until I tell you to stop. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? Begin. You're what? I know. Okay. All right, stop.
At this point, the officer has already concluded that she is under the influence. This test has a super fancy name called the one-leg stand test. Yeah, like I said, super fancy name. This is one of 3 standardized tests utilized by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and according to the NHTSA, it correctly classifies intoxicated individuals 83% of the time. This test is a divided attention test. It's less about the actual standing on one leg and counting, and more about how well do you listen to directions and follow them correctly. You're required to raise 1 foot 6 inches off the ground, don't let it touch the ground, point your toes, keep your arms to the side, keep your eyes on your foot, and count out loud from 1 to 30. Remember, do not sway, do not stop counting, do not look up to make eye contact with the officer, and do not put your foot back down on the ground. This is extremely difficult to do in the best of situations. Obviously, the senator failed this test. She started before she was instructed to, she swayed, she did not count, and she put her foot down relatively quickly. All of these are cues for intoxication according to the NHTSA guidelines and creates probable cause for a DWI arrest.
All right, just step back a little bit. The next thing I need you to do, if you can you just stand with your right foot in front of your left foot, heel to your toe? All right, just stay like that while I'm talking to you. Okay, so when I tell you to, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps. Each step you take, you're going to touch your heel to your toe, and you're going to count each step. 1, 2, ma'am. Just stand with the right foot in front of your left foot, please.
Straight out there with someone else. This is easily turning into.
Ma'am, I need you to stand with your right foot in front of your left foot.
Do you mind if I ask the question?
Absolutely, go ahead. What was the question?
I wanted to know if Director Shea.
What does Director Shea have to do with anything right now?
Well, because I can see that you're looking for something that isn't there.
Okay.
This next test is the walk and turn test, which is another divided attention test designed to give you a lot of detailed instructions in a rapid-fire method to test your short-term memory and critical thinking. Again, not something that is typically easy to perform under pressure. The senator's not even following at this point and realizes this is not going well for her and decides to name drop someone she thinks might be able to help her and asks for the public safety director, James Shea. It's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion, that anyone would believe that the public safety director of a city would be at a random DWI stop on a regular basis, or just happens to be riding along in a squad car for this type of episode. It really irks me when anyone uses their clout or connections to try to avoid responsibility for something, and in my opinion, it really weakens her position.
All right.
So Director Shea has zero to do with this stop though right now, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay? So I need you to stand with your right foot in front of your left foot. No, face me. Face me. I need you to stand with your right foot in front of your left foot. Hands down by your side. Put your right foot in front of your left foot.
Yeah, because I'm shaking.
Ma'am, I need you to put your right foot in front of your left foot, please.
I'm feeling unsteady.
Okay. But I'm still asking you. I asked you if you had any medical conditions. You said no. And now while we're doing the test, now you're feeling unsteady.
You can feel steady at any time.
Okay.
You can feel unsteady.
Okay.
At any time.
I know that. But that's why I'm asking you.
In a car accident.
Okay, that's why I'm asking you. But didn't you? She refused medical attention, didn't she?
I thought I was fine, but I
Okay.
can see that I'm not.
You can see now that you're not?
I can see now that I'm not as steady as I should be.
Okay. So what's going on now? What are we feeling unsteady about?
Go ahead, let's finish this test.
Well, I'm asking you if you need the medical attention. We're going to get you the medical attention.
Okay, I'd like to get medical
Okay,
attention.
no problem. Oh yeah. Okay. She is going to the hospital right now.
Senator Cunningham now decides she'd like medical attention, which is the right call. However, she was taken to the hospital in cuffs because she was being arrested for a DWI. She's up for re-election and is running unopposed in the primary, which takes place on June 8th, and per news reports, she has been formally charged with a DWI and she has entered a plea of not guilty, with court proceedings to take place over the next several months. A lot of this case will depend on the toxicology report to determine if she was actually under the influence not only of alcohol, but also other potential substances. Some news reports mention that she was having a bad reaction to prescription drugs, which is absolutely feasible. What do you all think? Was she intoxicated? Is it fair to tell from a field sobriety test? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time right here on Legal Dissent.